Hello everyone, my name is Carmel Napoleon and I'd like to thank everyone for joining me today. I'd like to first begin with a quote from Malcolm X. Education is a passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who actually prepare for it today. It is without question how important it is to pursue your education to the highest degree to secure a livable lifestyle for yourself. Even more, how important it is to actually cover the cost of your education after finally graduating. I want to further elaborate on some of the financial benefits that would actually come into play if college loans were to be relieved. Also, how it would aid in reducing inequality and stimulate economic growth. Now, to begin, some of you guys may be thinking, what are some of the financial gains that would actually come into play if debt were to be relieved? University of Michigan News, also known as Dearborn, March 29th of 2021, Professor Smith states, economists at Harvard studied a natural experiment in which a student loan lender had to cancel all of its loans. Now, they found that individuals who had a loan forgiven in this situation were more likely to switch to a higher paying job. Professor Smith also states, according to Dearborn, March 29th of 2021, these researchers also found that those whose student debts were actually forgiven tended to pay more on other debts and spend more money. In other words, by eliminating college loans, it would not only generate and provide better job prospects for these students for the future, but it would also lessen accumulative debts. Secondly, on a greater scale, inequality has always been a topic of discussion. As the world continues to progress further in a better direction, it could be aided with college debt relief, where minorities suffer greatly. And the status and trend in the education of racial and ethnic groups, Indicator 22, financial aid within 2015 and 2016, the percentage of part-time undergraduate students who received loans from any source was higher for Black students than it would be for students who were two or more races. Now, based on such findings, it can easily be identified that minorities are not only more likely to need to take a bigger debt to better their education, but furthermore, according to Student Loan Hero on October 29th of 2020, among class of 2012 graduates, Hispanic and Black students graduated with higher amounts of student debt from private nonprofit colleges than white students did. In relation to eradicating student loans, it assists in the aid of reducing inequality. Moreover, within the United States, college debt has surpassed our greatest imagination. In relieving college loan debts, it would prove to be a worthy step in bettering the economic growth. In line with the Federal Reserve Board Division of Research and Statistics, January 2019, in calculation, it states the increase in the student loan debt between 2005 and 2014 reduced the home ownership rate among young adults by 2 percentage points. The home ownership rate for this group fell 9 percentage points over this period, implying that a little over 20% of the overall decline in home ownership among the young can be attributed to the rise in student loan debt. This represents over 400,000 young individuals who would have been a homeowner in 2014 had it not been for the rise in college loans debt. Now, it is without question on how important it is to pursue your education to the highest degree to secure a livable lifestyle. Even more important on how to cover the cost of your education after finally graduating. Now, in a society that perpetually pushes people and students to strive for a higher education they can receive, not everyone can support that financial obligation that comes with it. Student debt can have a crippling impact on an entire household for many, many years to come. The financial obligation to make payments on student debt limits the amount of money that can be spent on countless of other things. Secondly, the limitation on the extensive debt that is created when loans are taken out would reduce the inequality in America. Lastly, the copious amounts of money that's lost on student loans could be used towards stimulating the economy growth. Now, I would like to go ahead and leave you with this last quote from Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon, which can be used to change the world. Now, what a better way to make it so everyone can have that power without the terrible downside of college loan debts. I'd like to thank everyone for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great day.